after, and we'll kind of mix the pads. They don't want to have a big gray patch in the middle.
Right, exactly.
Or
But nobody does.
No, and it won't look good.
Yeah.
So go ahead. But that's what we watch. We save, and sometimes when we harvest the temple, we save the temple for the temple. Both hairs are different. And the density back here will always go here. So, and it's finer here, so you want that in the hairline. We're bragging on you how your temples are beautiful and so fun to place.
Thank you, Darla.
And you can have angled forceps, and I couldn't find a clean one while I was preparing for this. You can also come from the side, as long as you're where your curl is pointing. You can do the same motion. This doesn't want to cooperate like this, but anyhow, you can do the same motion. If I'm placing, for example, in a temple, I'm going to come almost parallel to my graft, always curl pointing to the scalp, and then tuck it in. The same thing, if I turn on the other side, now my forceps will come in the front of my graft, which means the curl points inside of my graft, and I'm going to slide it in. I can also hold it from this side and slide it in, as long as I'm aware where my curl goes. Two things that I have to be aware. I have to be aware of my curl, and I have to be aware of the angle of my forceps, always matching the angle of your sight. If remember the lumen, what I also do is I take the needle, I put the needle inside of the sight, and then I take the lumen, you know how the opening of and then I position my forceps to go in. If I see the assistant is aligning sideways, so lumen is looking like this and my assistant is coming from the side, she will, or he or she will see that it's hitting the wall and it won't go anywhere. So what that does, it creates a tension, pushes the grafts out, frustration, more manipulation kills the graft, and then defeats the purpose. So the same thing here, parallel to the graft, and I'm inserting in a temple, and the same thing would happen on a lower vertex. And when I'm working in a vertex, I will position myself in such a way then I can turn, and then it turn from this place, and I'm going to turn it more around. So awareness of the curl, and then awareness that this part, and if you have angled forceps, the tip that goes in is what has to be parallel with your direction of your sight.